Oh, I'm outside. It's not so bad today. The last couple of days are terrible. And actually, I don't think I've done an outside video for maybe a week or two since I had COVID. So that must be about 3 weeks ago. Uh, but yeah, I thought I'd try. The sun is sort of out. Makes my glasses dark, these new fancy glasses. But you never know. And I want to talk about how to talk to the government. I get a lot of Lesko Help people say, hey, I'm afraid to call, I don't know what to say, and that's understandable. It's like, a confessional booth, if you grew up Catholic, you know what I mean? But you don't have to worry about that. And it's important that you call. See, I'm trying to get more members to call and call because that's the way you really learn. And I think the way you disarm people, now don't forget, every government office you call is paid to answer your phone call. They're customer service, and you're a customer. So it's important that you use them. And the system is so complicated, nobody knows what the system is except the people running the system. The elected officials maybe know a little bit and they could point you, but they don't know the inside information like the bureaucrats that give out the money and accept the applications. So they're the people you try to get to. It may or may not be, it may or may not have luck doing that, but you have to try. Because even if it's 1 out of 10, you call 10 people and you talk to them. Now, when you get them on the phone, I think it's important. Now, we all have our own way of doing things, and we should follow your heart more than anything. But the important thing is, I think, is not to pretend you know about government grants. Because I know you want a grant, everyone wants a grant because they'll solve financial problems or whatever. But so many of the government programs do not call the money they give out grants. They solve the problem in other ways, in other sources of money or in other services. So what you have to do when you call is first get them to believe you have no idea what you're talking about. And you don't know anything about government grants. So, it is, if you want to use the word grants, fine. Then when you call up and say, hey, this is, Millie Edwards from Scranton, Pennsylvania. And I don't know anything about grants, but I do know I need help. I haven't been able to pay an electric bill for 3 months or whatever it is, and you get. So don't say you know about grants, because what you know is probably wrong for that office. And if you call up saying, hey, I know you have money, give me some, you're not going to go very far in life, particularly in during the government, because they could find many reasons not to talk to you further, and you don't want that. Well, my battery is slowly going. Let me put an extra little booster in here. Maybe. And are we still there? I think so. Thank you always for. So, so call and say, hey, I don't know anything about grants, but I do know I need help. I'm in financial trouble. Can you help me? And don't tell, hey, you want to apply to this, you want to apply to that. No, because that may be the wrong thing to ask. And if you're asking for the wrong thing, because you don't know enough to know the right thing to ask. See, that's the thing. You really don't know. None of us do. And that's when I do my research, I just sort of try to find what the hell's there. And by accident, I find something. Oh, shit, look at this. And then I share it with everybody else. So that's what you have to do, is not pretend you know anything about grants so they could help you more. That's the way to get them to help you, is say that you need help. You're not looking for a grant, you're looking for any kind of help to get out of the situation. And because they're in that business of helping people like you, they may have something for you there, or they may even more so know of other offices or other kind of programs that will help you with that. I mean, just think, if you're looking for a grant to solve your credit card problem, but you don't realize there's another office that will call the credit card agency and make you only pay half of what you owe. Wow, you didn't know that, so you didn't ask. You just want a grant. And you kept getting no. And nothing happened. That's why, just pretend you know nothing about grants, because in theory, that's how we all are. The situation is too complex, it changes too quickly, and so we don't really know. Like right now I just found out New York, I did a video already, but I didn't put it up, so you don't see it yet. You'll see it later this afternoon, about how New York has more extra grant money than they've ever had in their life. And so in 2022 and 2023, they'll be giving out more grant to individuals to pay rent, to work. There's grants for a relief on taxes and stimulus grants and all kinds of stuff. Daycare grants to pay for child care, to pay for training. And all this is because of money that the government gave them in the last 2 years and they haven't spent yet. See, the government gives it yearly. So this year in 2022, they're getting a whole bunch of money. Next year, they're getting a whole bunch of money. And they have a bigger surplus now of money at the state level that they have to pay than they've ever had in their life. That's happening in California now, too. California is going to have a bigger surplus, and the law in California says they have to give the surplus back to people after a certain amount. So they're looking at ways to give grants to everybody in California. So that's why, who would have known to do that? Or they're going to have their real estate people give refunds back to people who paid their real estate taxes. Wow. How would you know to ask that? You're asking for a grant? No, that's not a grant. And you would miss it. You don't want to be that. That's why, this system is so complicated. Nobody knows. I study it 24 hours a day, and I don't know what the hell it is. And that's why you have to act that way when you're looking for help. And so the sources I send you are really places that have the possibilities to help you and tell you what kind of help is available for your problem. They're the sources that you have to know about. And that's what we categorize, of that. So if you remember, you tell us what area you're interested in, say real estate, you want to buy a house, okay. We send you a report for your state on all the sources, all the offices in your state that give out money and help for people to buy homes, fix up homes, or whatever it is. The same way for business or education, all kinds of stuff. And that's all. So that's why it's how you treat people. And you'll never know what's in there if you don't call. So the magic of all this is you got to call. It's getting a little breezy out here. But so that means there's more money. People think, oh, there's no more stimulus bill. Nonsense. There's going to be so much more every month. God, I run into more every day. But it's just not one big bill that you're all looking for from Washington, D.C. That's probably over. There'll be some more, but the real action is local, and you have to know about it. That's why, if you go to LESCO Reports, if you don't want to join LESCO Help, we have LESCO Reports. We have state-by-state reports. For every problem you have, there's a report in that state. And so there's like a dozen reports for every state. And we keep track of that, so it's there. But if you remember LESCO Help, you get all of them for free. So all the reports that we have that we sell for $5.95 or whatever it is, we give out free to members. Amherst, New York, is that way? Amherst, I can't read it. Yes, it doesn't matter. But New York, man, you look at the New York Times today, front page, the governor talks about all this money she has to give out this year and next year. And so now what you have to do is find out where that is. When is it going to be available? And that's your job. They're not going to tell, they'll try to tell you, but they're not. And the way to do that, whatever state you live in, you contact your state elected officials. Okay, so you, no matter where you live in the United States, you have a congressman, you have 2 senators, and you have a whole bunch of state elected officials and a mayor. So it's the state elected officials and the mayor that you want. Okay, and the county. But maybe the state and the mayor is enough where you live, because there may be 4 or 5 where you. state officials you have, and you contact their offices and get on their list so you keep up on what they're doing, because they want to brag. Anytime they pass a law that's going to give out money or help to citizens, they want you to know that they did that. And so they could take credit for that. And then you will vote for them. That's how the system works. So they more than the bureaucrats that hand out money, they get paid no matter what, okay? So if you call, they have to help you, right? But elected officials, man, they want you to know they're doing their job by passing bills that give out money to you. So they want you to know. So that's why it's easy to get on their list to make sure that you know what they're doing and what new bills are coming up and what new money is coming to everybody. So you have to learn the system. The fat cats all do this. That's what's called lobbyists. And people make millions of dollars doing that. It don't. You know, a squirrel could do this. Anybody could do it. Yeah. And you got to do it yourself. Because if you want to participate, you have to know what to participate in. And many of these programs are limited resources. And like New York has new money for businesses. They have new money for artists that they're going to give out this year and next year. Wow, so you want to know about that now. And then you want to start finding out what's in your state. What's in your state to find out what's going on there. And then local. See, every state will be different. Where are you? In Washington? Wawa? Is that Washington? I don't know where Wawa is. Well, if you need help, I have sources of free help on something called, if you go www.free.lesco.com/free training. And if you go there, you could download a report that shows you how to get free research help in any state to help you find money and help. So you don't have to give me any money. You go there because there's already government officials in every state whose job it is to point you to these things. Okay? So you could use them instead of me. You want to give me money? I'd be very grateful. But the important thing is that you learn about this stuff. And if you don't have money to give me, I want to show you other sources to learn about it. And that's the important. Cancer, no income, lots of services, lots of grants for people ill, lots of nonprofit help for that. If you're a member, just tell us. I'll give you a whole bunch of things to follow up. But then the stuff I give you requires work on your side. You just can't make, a link to a website and fill out a form and get money. That doesn't happen. It happens once in a while, but it probably won't. You can't rely on that. You have to rely on getting sources, calling the sources, and say, hey, I don't know a shit about grants and I need help. And that's the only way to dig out of the hole. If you're not willing to do that, it's like getting a job. You can't sit home and wait, I want to have the perfect application to apply for a job, and then when I get that, I'll apply and they'll hire me. That ain't gonna happen. You gotta go down and knock on 100 doors to see what happens. And maybe something will happen. It's the same thing with everything. We're just lazy. I am too. It's a disease in America. Right? We all want it easy. Oh, do I have to work? Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, no. There was a Let's Go Help member said, there was a lady said, yeah, I put on my big girl pants and had to go out and make these phone calls. That's what it is. Put on your big boy pants and go out and start making these phone calls. Did you take my mask? No. Okay. We're a little mask sensitive here, in Washington, D.C. So I thought I maybe dropped it somewhere because I didn't see it on my face in the camera. You deserve vacation. No, I'm on vacation every day. Hey, there's a great song. I'm on vacation. I forget what it is. Yeah, find what you want to do in life. That gives you energy. This gives me energy. Look, I have a chance to help you. Wow. That's a wonderful power that you give me. And I will respect that, and I appreciate it. That I could maybe help you. If it doesn't and I can't anymore, then it's my job to try to find something else I could do to help people. And that's what we're all here for. We have to take care of ourselves first, of course, and then help other people. And that's why you people give me meaning in life. You know, that I can, what I know, I didn't know this is important, but apparently it is, and you show me that. I appreciate every question someone asks me. I can't wait to get home and answer questions and give you sources. You know, I'll do that till I die. What the fuck better I got to do? Play golf? I'm a shitty golfer. I'm an old man too. Yeah, that just sounds crazy. So I have more fun than ever. Vacation, that's why I'm glad I had the COVID. It made me stop, because I wouldn't stop myself. So there was about 5 days when I first got COVID. I had to stay in bed and eat ice cream and watch streaming movies. Getting COVID was the only excuse that I would do it. Actually, I lost my enthusiasm too. That was the bad part. But after a week or so, it came back, and I'm pretty back to normal. And can't wait again to get up every morning and do this stuff. And I feel very fortunate and spoiled, and mostly because of you guys. If it wasn't there and it was of need, if I didn't feel there was a need, you don't want to, it's like loving somebody and they don't love you back. That's no fun. No, I don't want to do that. And, definitely not. Definitely not. I still have a pending request showing the Facebook group, and I can't. Go to letsgohelp@gmail.com. That's customer service for Let's Go Help. letsgohelp@gmail.com, and we'll fix it up. I don't know what's wrong. It could be us. It could be Facebook. Facebook's such a pain in the butt. But more likely us. So it'd be easy to fix. We'll get you in there if you're paid. Gotta get your money. Gotta get help, and that's the best way to get help. It's not emailing me or anything. It's really through the platforms. And when you go to Let's Go Help, don't forget to also go to Let's Go Help 2. You get a free link. When you join one of those, you really are a member of both. So you could join at letsgohelp2.co, and then you could. We'll always give you a free link to the Let's Go Help on Facebook. But there's a lot of people that hate the Facebook, and they just want anything to do with it. That's why we have Let's Go Help too. And if you remember Let's Go Help on Facebook, we give you a free link to get into Let's Go Help too. So you get that too. You want Let's Go Help too? Or you just want a tutu so you can dance around in the ballet in your tutu? I do too. Tutu. Well, thanks a lot, guys, for helping me. Look in the description for those links. It wasn't so bad. I think I'll be doing outside again, particularly if it's not windy. If it's windy, then that's not too good. So I'll be back soon. I have some other videos I want to knock off today and get up. So you'll see me soon. Talk to you soon. Let me try to help you, please. Thank you.